Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
I found this really interesting yesterday because if the schedule, if their record were flipped, they'd be doing really, really good. But their record is not flipped, and they're in this series with the Rangers. But the Los Angeles Angels made a change yesterday, and it really what it kind of sounds like to me is a guy that who's had a tremendous amount of success, but they're not having success, and so as a result, he's going to take the fall, and then they're going to pin him with the fact that, well, you just didn't want to use technology. And that's Mike Maddox getting canned as the Angels pitching coach.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at their roster and their pitching staff and think it's loaded up with a lot of talent right now. So I would think it has to do with talent on the mound more than anything.
Well, and their pitching staff right now has an ERA of 4.51. It's the seventh worst in the majors. They've got the most walks in the majors, and they've got an interim general manager who came in after they fired the GM. This guy's from St. Louis, and he said there's no one thing that stood out. Just cited that they wanted the Angel pitchers to use all the tools, all the different tools that you see a lot of the pitchers use today. I think there was becoming some level of frustration with inconsistency, and that's when we started thinking about, do we need to make a change? I do feel like we have a lot of great resources that we could be taking greater advantage of. So there's just probably some analytic stuff and some things within their computer system that Mike Maddox is like, hey, I've been a pitching coach for a long time. I've helped a lot of pitchers get to where they need to be. I know what I'm doing. And when they didn't get the result and he's not using all the technical stuff, then they said, well, maybe we need somebody younger in here that understands how to do that. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe. Maddox is going to be 65 later this month. I can relate to this to a certain degree just from the standpoint that there's a lot of things that are available today. I mean, like, well, I've been doing this 40-something years. Like, I think I know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm sure Mike Maddox is like, I've been doing this 40-something years. I think I know what I'm doing. I think I know when I see a guy, his arm angle, or I see him how he's holding the ball, or I see the way that he's not preparing himself for a game, I can go have a conversation. I don't need a computer to tell him what to do. But sounds like the new guys are saying, yeah, we'd like you to use that computer, Mike.
Have they considered maybe throwing more strikes?
Well, and that's my point is that if the Angel pitchers were doing better, this would be a moot point, but they're not.
Yeah. And it's just like last year here at Texas Tech. I mean, you brought in all this new technology and two new guys to work with your pitchers, and you surely weren't. At least I was, and I don't think most people were looking at it and going, "Well, it's not the technology that's not working; it's that you're not talented enough on the mound."
Right.
That's what it is. I don't know that I would think it's any different with the Angels.
No, but Maddox took the fall.
You guys ready for this? So the Angels have walked the most amount of batters in baseball this year, in the American League this year. The second most, the Houston Astros.
Really? Well, fire that guy too.
The Rangers are fourth overall in fewest walks.
Fewest walks? Is that because their opponents are hitting so many home runs that they can't walk?
You don't have an offense.
It's because the Rangers have a good pitching staff.
I know. I was trying to be funny. But yeah, no, you're right. I mean, they've done pretty well. They've just not been able to score enough runs. I mean, when you look at the Rangers' runs scored, they have 495. Who's worse than them? Cleveland at 477, Seattle at 463, and the Angels at 488. But the Rangers have only given up 526. Conversely, the Angels have given up 581, And Cleveland has given up 506, so 20 runs fewer than the Rangers in terms of runs allowed. But the White Sox, who lead the West, or Central Division, I should say, have only given up 525 runs. But then you look at the Dodgers. They've given up 462 and scored 602, and that's why they lead. They've got the opposite record of the Angels at 72 and 48. The Angels are 46 and 74, and they're just a few miles apart. They're in the same city.
There you go.
It's kind of like if you got kids and you look at one bedroom and go, how can that kid be this? And then you look at the other bedroom and go, how can that kid be this? They're under the same roof, but they're completely different.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens, right? It happens. So I don't know. I found that interesting yesterday that Mike Maddox has become the scapegoat for the Los Angeles Angels. That Little League team, Jamie. I called you Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy. And Jimmy. That Little League team in Tulsa did not get the opportunity to play for a right to go to the Little League World Series. A Texas judge backed a decision from Little League Baseball that determined a player was ineligible. So this was actually a judge who said, no, we're not going to allow the temporary restraining order to come through. We're going to back what Little League Baseball said. And in writing this opinion, the judge said the court considered the motion, the arguments of the counsel, and all the matters properly before it. We appreciate the court's, and then Little League Baseball said, we appreciate the court's timely and considered decision to vacate the temporary restraining order, allowing enforcement of the tournament committee's decision to remove Tulsa's Little League team from the Southwest Regional Tournament and declare its previous game a forfeit. And there's a lot to this. It involves, filling out paperwork wrong, not being in the right area, and it's unfortunate that the other players on the team are being penalized for this. But that's what happens.
That's what happens
when you don't follow all the rules and check all the boxes. And I'm sure at the end of the day, plenty of people knew that they were kind of playing with, scissors here and put themselves in a bad spot. It's unfortunate for the 12-year-old kids that get their opportunity upended. But I'm glad that Little League Baseball
adults failed them.
Adults failed them. That's exactly right. I'm glad that the Little League Baseball decision was upheld and you didn't have a judge deciding on things.
Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Morning Drive. Today is Wednesday, August the 12th, 2026. Here is Jeff McGuire with this day in sports history.
Starting in 1948, Cleveland Indians get 29 hits in a 9-inning game.
Okay.
How many games would it take the Rangers to get 29 hits?
Well, I think you could say that about a lot of Major League Baseball teams, right?
1963. Sad day for Mike Gustafson. Stan Musial announces that he will retire at the end of the year.
That's 1963. Mm-hmm. He's not even born yet.
Still a sad day for him. He didn't have to be around to be sad.
Okay.
That's a sad day for him. One of his heroes is retiring. 1964. Mickey Mantle's switch hits a home run for the record 10th and final time in a game, with one of them going 502 feet. That is a long way for a baseball to fly. 1974. Nolan Ryan strikes out 19 and walks only 2 as the Angels top the Red Sox 4-2.
Oh, wow.
But he wasn't any good.
I didn't say that. I just said he's a 500 pitcher, which you look at his record, he's a 500 pitcher.
1990. Oh, Chuck would have loved this day in 1990. This would have been one of his favorite broadcasts of the year.
Well, tell me about it.
One of the longest baseball rain delays in Major League Baseball history. Texas Rangers and Chicago White Sox wait 7 hours and 23 minutes of rain delay theater.
No, they went back to the station, I'm sure.
Did they? We don't know. The game was eventually postponed.
How long ago was it?
This was 1990.
Yeah, I think rain delay theater has only come about within the last 8 or 10 years. I don't know. You can speak to that more than me, Chuck. I don't ever remember the Rangers.
No, not that long.
It feels like that's been, I don't know, I would even say 5 years.
Yeah. Well, monitor they would say stations monitor the network line, and we'll report back to you in 45 minutes or whatever.
And in 2018, former Red Raider pitcher Chad Bettis gets a hard luck no decision after going 6 1/3 with 1 run on 3 hits for the Rockies' 4-3 win over the Dodgers. Happy National Julienne Fries Day. Those are the very, very skinny fries.
Okay. I think those are. Sometimes I feel like those are a waste of fry. It's just not enough there. You're always just kind of, not that they have to be really thick steak fries every time, but those really thin ones just kind of frustrating.
I think the thick steak fries are my least favorite French fry. I'm a guy similar to pizza that likes the variety of different fries. So I'm not going to say the real thin ones are my favorites. Mm-hmm. But I like changing it up.
Yeah.
I don't know of any of the places that I go to on a regular basis that have the real skinny fries. Mm-hmm. But when I get the really skinny fries, I'm like, oh, something different.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah.
Okay. I can buy into that.
Happy birthday. He's not quite 60 yet, but he's still a man. Mike Gundy turns 59 today.
Wow.
And Sir Mix-a-Lot is 63.
Wow. Mike Gundy is younger than Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. You think Gundy will coach again?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And on this day in 1990, fossil hunter Susan Hendrickson discovers 3 huge bones jutting out of a cliff near Faith, South Dakota. They turn out to be part of the largest ever Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton ever discovered. 65 million year old specimen dubbed Sue after its discoverer. And if you want to do a medium dive, because it won't take long to actually do some research, to spend 10 minutes or so on this, the damage that other T-Rexes did to Sue, like you can see bite marks across her nose, broken bones, the Sue lived hard. That's the way to describe it. And largest specimen ever. One of the first full skeletons also. So that is this day in sports history. And Sue.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd be remiss if we didn't get your list of favorite Sir Mix-a-Lot songs, Chuck.
I mean, if I could name one, I would.
Oh, come on, you can name one.
I can't. I tell you, I'm terrible at this game.
Yeah, man,
if I asked you if you liked something, would that help you?
And
yes.
You cannot lie.
Yes.
Do you like something?
He's not gonna get it.
I don't. I mean, I get it now, but I didn't get it.
Do you?
I get it because I guess that's the name of a song.
Close.
No,
it's leading toward the. Well, it's not the name, but
it's not the name.
I tell you, I'm terrible at this game.
Baby Got Back.
Oh, Baby Got Back. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I like that song. Baby Got Back. That's that kind of how it goes. Baby Got Back.
I think he's singing the song, Baby Come Back. Who's that, like the Bee Gees or something?
I have no words. None.
It's not how it goes, huh? Okay.
Can you drop any lines from that song?
I don't think so.
How about the very first line?
Baby got back.
No.
Oh my God.
Well,
Becky,
I wouldn't have counted that one.
look
as the first
at her
line.
butt. It's so big.
Like I said, I mean,
Whew, leader in the clubhouse. Highlight of my day.
okay.
Yeah.
Somebody says this. Oh boy, I thought it was the keyboard part to Rush's Tom Sawyer.
I'm looking at other songs that he sings. Square Dance Rap. How about that one?
No,
Couldn't pick that one out of a line to put two people in a good end.
That just cracks me up, the name of it.
Anything with square dancing, I'm completely out. I mean, any type of square dancing,
Here's
leaving.
one that
I'm leaving.
That could have been yours. A theme song for you. I Got Game.
I got game.
Yeah. Especially when I'm wearing a blue shirt. Yeah. How about Jump On It?
Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. On it. On it. Jump on it. Is that it? Is that?
I have no idea. I can't tell you I've ever heard any one of the other songs.
Okay.
Yeah. Buttermilk Biscuits.
I
like buttermilk biscuits.
I don't really care.
They're tasty.
Sometimes they put too much butter on the buttermilk biscuits. I really don't care for buttermilk. This laughed so hard I woke my wife up. Thanks, Chuck, for the good start to the morning. You're welcome. I mean, what's she doing in bed? I mean, come on. Do you have kids? Aren't they going to school? I mean, breakfast to be made and all that kind of stuff. And
You leave his wife alone. She stayed up late making lunches for school kids today. She did her work yesterday.
somebody says this power hour has started early. Somebody says that better be a promo in my future. I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it'll be commented on randomly throughout the next 16 years, right? 6:54 this morning. I'm just here
So
to.
apparently, I've the song you were singing was by Player
Oh, okay.
in 1977.
Okay, that would have been my spring of my sophomore year. Yeah. Who's this? Is this? This is a little bit of that right now.
This is Baby Got Back.
This Baby Got Back.
Please hit the break.
Not what I was thinking. It's not the same song. All right,
That's obvious to everyone now.
we are rolling. We're rolling here this morning, everybody.
The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Jamie Lent and Jeff McGuire. I'm Chuck Heinz. We've talked about him just a little bit. And he's only been in town just a little bit. But yesterday after practice, in which the Red Raiders had their first practice in pads, Coach Joey McGuire was asked about the 5-star edge rusher, LaDamian Guyton, who is from Georgia and, frankly, was going to be in high school this fall. This would have been his senior year, but he reclassified and moved up, and now he's moved here. And Coach McGuire was asked about LaDamian Guyton's advancement so far.
Yeah, he's the one reason that we fell in love with him, minus all the athletic ability, but he's a football junkie. Like, he really loves football, and so he's one of the first guys in the building. So this is a kid that's supposed to be in high school right now, and he's one of the first guys in the building. I mean, our guys do a really good job of getting in here and getting their bodies ready to practice, and so it's really cool to see that. Him and Coach Smith have really connected. That was one thing when we lost CJIU. We were really nervous about holding on to him, and Jock has done a phenomenal job of connecting. So they've had a great connection, and so the thing with him is he's picked up stuff really, really fast. And, you can look at him. He doesn't look like he actually looks like Romello Height and David Bailey more than he looks like a guy that's supposed to be a senior in high school. And so really excited about him. And he's just learning, and I'm glad he's come in the way he has, because the guys are really bringing him in. They would anyway, but, man, my guys love football, and they love people that love football. And so his seriousness about football and everything like that, those guys really kind of grab onto him. I always tell him, I said, man, if you don't know what to do, just follow him. Adam Trick and Trey White. I mean, those are two guys that are going to get drafted next year. They're pros. Just Adam is the first guy in the building every single day. So I'm like, hey, if you don't know where to go, just find those two guys, and everything's going to be okay.
So, I mean, despite the fact that he wasn't here for spring football or summer football and has barely gotten his feet wet here in Lubbock, man, I would expect him to see some action.
Yeah, definitely to play. I mean, there's no reason not to play anybody at this point, right?
No, there's not. It's just it's more about to me. It was more about, okay, who's ahead of you, and they feel so good about what they have already. And then to be able to add him and get him into camp, and it's part of it is up to him to say, okay, I'm gonna force you to say no to me, not to play me.
Yeah, I hope that's the case.
Yeah, and then the guys that are ahead of him right now, I'm like, hey, I know you're a 5-star dude, but you still gotta earn your keep, and I'm gonna do everything I can to not help you earn your keep. I might help you. I'll show you what to do. But in terms of when I'm on the field, I'm playing for playing time too, and I want to show off my skills, and I want to show off my motor. So, I mean, it's that old competition breeds competition, which breeds good things, right?
Usually. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
usually,
I think that's.
They have good teammates.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It sounds like he's got good teammates. Coach McGuire also was asked about Mateen Igbarigba. And he has an update on him, and it sounds like he's had a little work done.
He's good. He the knee that where we held him out, the knee that he has, he's had surgery on it, and it's kind of a bone bruise, and so we feel good about it. We just didn't want to put him in. I think he wants to go, but we did, to give you an example, we did a deal the other day. Sean Kinney, who's our director of player personnel, he did a deal on how many snaps these guys have taken, not counting special teams. So, example, Ben Roberts has taken 2,280 snaps in college football on the defensive side of the ball. We've got the most experience in the country on the defensive side of the ball as far as returning snaps. So how much live those guys are actually going to do before week one, how many reps, we're really critical about how many reps they're getting ready, making sure we're getting enough reps, but also making sure that everybody on the team's ready to go for week one.
And that's been kind of a theme of Coach McGuire since he got here, that the vets, as he'll call them, don't necessarily need as many reps in this time of year because he wants them fresh for the season.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense. It does not all coaches subscribe to that theory. And I think also keeps them from, potentially getting dinged up, nicked up, injured, all those kinds of things.
Possibly, yeah.
But there's some of the stuff that, where what Ben Roberts is going to do, and what some of these guys are going to be able to do, and so you need to see kind of what the guys behind them are going to be able to do.
Fair enough, and they're the guys that need those more reps.
Yes. Mateen Igbarigba. I'm going to get this. Igbarigba. Or it could be, and this is how it's pronounced.
I thought there was a beer in there.
Igbarigba. It's either or. That sounds like a question for him. How do you say your name? How do you want us to say your name? Igbarigba. I feel like that, when you're just hitting something on repeat, Igbarigba. Well, how about we'll just call him Mateen.
That's probably a smart thing.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Easier, at least.
Yeah. Let's see. A little bit of sarcasm here, but I guess that I'm kind of the same way. I'd love to see the front door of the football facility. Must be quite contentious and edgy with the number of guys that are first in the door.
Well, it's double doors.
Got to fight to get in.
Not sure he's talked about a player that isn't first in the door. Yeah.
It is double doors, so that makes it wider. They got a chance to get more than just one guy in.
And maybe one guy comes in like a back door, a side door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots
first
of doors.
in the side door, first in the back door.
I mean, Chuck has to hop the fence, so that can be happening too.
A lot of guys. I was third today, so.
Remember earlier when we were talking about people who are super competitive with everything they do? Yeah.
I don't keep track or anything. I don't. I mean, I don't on paper. I don't keep track on paper. But like today, I was like, well, I'm third and beat Brennan to work today. I was like, what's, and it always concerns me. Like if I were to beat Jeff or Vince from Magic, then I would be worried that they overslept or that something happened to them. Because those guys are here about an hour before me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that would be worried. I'd be worried about them. Let's see. Somebody says this. All right, we're up by 40. Let's call the dogs off. Put Guyton in. We've come a long way, fellas.
40. We sure have. Yeah, let's put the 5-star in now.
We sure have. We sure have with regard to the defense. So, yeah. Viva 73 says this, and he's not a big fan of mine. I mean, he's not a big fan of me. I'm a fan of him because he listens and he writes in, but he doesn't always agree with me. He says, "Oh my goodness, Chuck and I agree on something. I do not believe that Tech will win the Big 12 championship, and I don't think they'll go undefeated in the regular season. I think you'll go undefeated in the regular season. I just think there's going to be a stumble in the Big 12 championship game, and I hope I'm wrong."
If you don't win the Big 12 championship and you lose a game in the regular season with the schedule that you have, I think it's very unlikely that you make the college football.
I would agree with that. Yeah. I think you go undefeated. So there you go. I think you go undefeated. I think you're in. But I'm in agreement with you that you lose in the regular year and you lose in the Big 12 championship game, you're going to be BYU from last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, 7:25 this morning here on the morning drive. I feel like we've worked double for our first hour and a half. We feel like we've really strained ourselves.
Okay.
So,
all right.
You know, Coach McGuire's really big into the strain. He really strains. Man, he really strains. I think if he were here this morning sitting with us, he goes, "Hey, you guys have really strained this morning. You should do that every morning." Mm-hmm. You know, really kind of use your arms and your legs and put it all in there. Jamie's question of the day is next.
This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Jamie's question of the day on Double T 97.3, presented today by someone not named Jamie, is brought to you by Connecticut of West Texas.
Pulled a fast one on you, Chuck.
Yeah, that's okay.
So, first, nobody panic. I'm saying this specifically because as we currently sit in the Big 12, there is no rule, there's no penalty for what Texas Tech is dealing with right now with regards to the football schedule. Mm-hmm. There's no fine assessment. There's no limitations. You've had Power 4 teams scheduled that have canceled on you. You're absolved of the scheduling conflict that you are dealing with right now, of the issues. Nobody panic. In our fictional world that we are now discussing, the NCAA is announcing that in order to be eligible for the college football playoff, mm-hmm. you have to schedule a Power 4 conference team in your non-conference scheduling.
Okay, so this is for 2027 that you're discussing here.
And going forward, okay. In order to be eligible for the college football playoff, mm-hmm. if you don't have a Power 4 in your non-conference, mm-hmm. you do not get to make the college football playoff.
Okay.
Texas Tech is scrambling to get these positions filled. Mm-hmm. I am guaranteeing you a road win mm-hmm. in a Power 5 against a Power 4 conference with no return game. But you get a check and you get a win. Mm-hmm. Where are you going?
Where am I going?
Is Notre Dame in a Power 4 conference?
I will consider Notre Dame as part of this, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I was actually thinking about this yesterday. I mean,
ideal world, they got to come here. I get it. But we're not living in an ideal world now. We got to deal with penalties.
I'm a tit for tat guy. I'm a give to get guy. I'm not a just go somewhere to go somewhere. So either A, it has to be really special because I don't want to reward Texas and A&M for bad behavior. Okay, and bad behavior would be that they don't feel like they can come here, and the same thing would go for USC at this point in time. There would have been a time when like, that'd be cool to go out there and see a game in the Coliseum, blah blah blah. So who would I want to? The thought that I had yesterday as this was being discussed was play a Big 12 team in a non-Big 12 scheduled time. In other words, go find a Big 12 team that you could play but it wouldn't count against the league record because it would be an extra game against a Big 12 opponent. So where would I want to go? Let's go somewhere fun.
And keep in mind, I am guaranteeing you a check and a win.
All right. Let's go somewhere warm. How about Florida State? We'll take our horse, have their horse. Our horse runs out. Their horse puts the stake down. That's what I would want in return. We get to bring our horse.
You get to bring the horse.
We get to bring our horse. He runs out with us, or she runs out with us. Whatever it is. Jamie?
This one is to me, it's all about having bragging rights over somebody that you despise.
Okay.
I'm all about going to Austin and pounding the Longhorns. I mean, you all that went on this offseason with their little shots at us and all that good stuff. And, yeah, I mean, you're guaranteeing me a win.
And a check.
Yeah.
And a check.
Yeah. I'll go to Austin. I don't know if I'll go or not, but I would love to see the Red Raiders because they're not going to want to play us again anytime soon after that.
Yeah,
and so for a long time, we're going to be walking around going, oh, you think you're so bad in the SEC? How did it work out for you when we went to your place and put it on you? Yeah. That would shut the SEC folks up about us a little bit. In a real regular season game, not in some bowl game where supposedly nobody cared about it, whatever.
People opted out. Blah, blah,
regular
blah.
Season game, we put it on the Horns. Man, give me that. Give me those bragging rights all day.
Okay, that's a good answer.
All day.
Good answer, Jamie.
Yeah, I don't know what we would get out of beating Florida State.
Maybe nothing. You're probably right. I was just trying to not reward people that don't want to come here.
The reward would be with us. The reward would be with us. We would have bragging rights on the Horns.
Okay, I can buy into what you're saying.
I've got 3 teams that immediately jumped to mind when I thought of this question. Texas was one of them. And then the other 2 very noisy neighbors that we've dealt with this offseason. I would love to go into the big house, not in the horseshoe, and shove it down Ohio State's throat.
Okay.
I would also love to go into Georgia and walk out with the Bulldog victory.
I think you had it right the first time. I think it's Michigan you want. They were the ones that were vocal. Ohio State wasn't vocal.
I thought it was Ohio State. I guess it was Michigan. Yeah, because they were the ones that was against. Yeah, so the big house.
You had it right.
Go to the big house and kick them around and go into Georgia. I think I'm going Georgia in this list.
They were 2 and 3 on my list.
Because Georgia was the one that says we're not, we're never going to play Texas Tech again because we've played a total of 5 times in the history of our programs. That's all sports, 5.
Yeah, but Michigan, they really put it to our volleyball program, though. So,
I think you guys nailed it.
And again, not only did I beat you, but you're paying me to do it.
Yeah.
And that would really irritate the Georgia fans.
Somebody else says Ohio State. Syntax Hank says going to play the U in Miami. Somebody else says Oregon.
Payback.
Somebody else says beating them on their home field is the opposite of rewarding bad behavior. Okay. This currently Michigan isn't good enough to choose over Ohio State, TU, or Georgia. Okay. No, but I think they've got the right coach there though at Michigan now. But it may take him a year or 2 to get things righted.
I don't know how many more years he's going to be coaching. He's not like he's going to be there for 20 years or something.
I know, but I mean he's got like a 5-year deal and they're paying him millions. He's only, I think he's 64. Whoever the previous year's national championship are, or Michigan, okay. Georgia, they are better than Michigan and were equally holier than thou, despite the extensive rap sheet by their roster. That's well said.
The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Double T 97.3 presents The Morning Drive Power Hour. The Power Hour is presented by Service Compression. Committed to service, advanced technology, and field-proven compression expertise in the oil field. See them at servicecompression.com.
8:02 this morning here on the Morning Drive. Good morning. Hour 3 of 3. It is day 1 of school, so I think everybody's safely inside their brick houses right now. So, but that doesn't mean that you go speed demon through the school zone. So, be careful at the other end of the day, too, because they'll be coming home at some point in time, too. Okay, so make sure that you're aware of that. Good morning with Jamie Lent, Jeff McGuire. I'm Chuck Heinz. We come to you, Jamie, Jeff, and I, from the First United Bank studio. Thoughts, comments, Yates Flooring Center chat line, Visual Edge IT hotline, 806-771-0973. It's all good to go there. This from the Yates Flooring Center chat line with regard to Kyle Whittingham. This person says, I'm not sold that he'll do anything special at Michigan. I could see a 5-game Ohio State losing streak on the horizon. Sure, he took over an established program in Utah and had success in a pedestrian Mountain West and then a watered-down Pac-12, not special in the first few years of Big 12. Big 10 is a different level, especially at Michigan. He will underachieve the fan and administration expectations and won't be renewed when this 5 years is up. Oh, and somebody else says, I have the same opinions as him.
Did he mean I could see a 5-game losing streak to Ohio State?
Yeah, I think that's what he meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's kind of how
Whittingham's coaching Michigan.
Right. I think what he meant was a 5-game losing, if I didn't read that right. He says, I could see a 5-game Ohio State losing streak on the horizon. Yes,
agreed.
Yeah.
And you have to put a 2 in there. A 5-game losing streak to Ohio State.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably driving and texting at the same time. So
okay. Well, are you driving over there?
No, I'm not. But I could have. Yeah, I could have edited it for him. Yeah, I could have. But I read it on the fly. Somebody wants to know, why would the fair catch prevent a pooch kick? Not remotely used in the same situation. Frankly, it may create more if there is any time left on the clock after the catch. And then Jeff so accurately responded with his precise analysis. A pooch kick is normally shorter, so when they fair catch it, they are closer. If they are closer, that could put them more in range for a free kick. Yes.
Makes complete sense.
And then this person responds, on the front end, not the back end. Gotcha. Yes. Somebody else has done a little research for us. According to Wikipedia, since 1990, the free kick has happened 6 times. Cameron Dicker is the only one to make his. See, I put it in there. Is the only one to make his from 57 yards. Cardinals and Packers in 08. And the 49ers in 2013 missed from 68, 69, and 71. You know who else could do that is our guy, Brandon Aubrey.
Oh, no question.
For the Cowboys. It happened somewhat regularly in the 60s and 70s, 13 times. I just don't remember that. Yes, Juan, I'm aware. It's day 1 for LISD and French and Lubbock Cooper ISD, but Friendship won't start until next Wednesday with kids. Yes. I think Juan's out at Friendship. I think he is.
Well, that text would probably lead you to that.
Yeah,
right?
I think he's a Friendship administrator, teacher. Mm-hmm. I think he's a science guy.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe not. So anyway, good luck to everybody. Custodians, teachers, principals, administrators, bus drivers. Good luck to the students.
Especially the bus drivers.
Yeah. Did you ever ride the bus going to school? Like elementary school?
Every day.
Every day? Do you remember your bus driver's name?
No.
Okay.
Never once.
Never once. Would it come as any shock to you that I can tell you the bus driver from our elementary days, taking us to Golden Oaks Elementary?
It would, because you couldn't tell Stu's name for a while.
I know, but Ralph was our bus driver. Going to elementary school. Ralph. He was a good dude.
It's awesome.
Okay, 8:06 this morning here on the Morning Drive. Would you like me to ask you my sports question for you?
Sports would be great.
Okay. Well, I mean, I view us. I mean, this may not how you view us.
There goes the sports question.
I view us as kind of a variety show. We're randomly delicious, first of all, but we're a variety show. All right. So you were having a conversation with Choice Woodman yesterday about, would Patrick Mahomes have the same number of Super Bowls if he played for Buffalo and if he played for the Los Angeles Chargers? And I think you could throw the Cowboys in there as well. Here's my question for you, because I think you nailed it when you said that Andy Reid was a big factor in Mahomes' development and his style of offense and things like that.
I just think he fit the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Coach Kingsbury is a huge factor in it, and I think Andy Reid being a great offensive mind has been a huge factor in the Chiefs having such a good offense too. I don't think it's just Patrick Mahomes.
Do you think if Josh Allen played for the Chiefs and Mahomes played for the Bills, that the Chiefs would still have 3 Super Bowls and the Bills would have none? Or do you think that the Bills would have won one of those games against the Chiefs and advanced on in the playoffs or advanced to the Super Bowl as a result of that?
Possibly. But
the flip of that was going to be, do you think it would have had to be Reid and Mahomes in Buffalo or Los Angeles or the Cowboys? Is it both of them, or could one of them could have just been Mahomes, like Mahomes and Josh Allen just flipping?
I think Josh Allen could have won 3 Super Bowls in Kansas City. I think Mahomes could have won a couple Super Bowls possibly in Buffalo, 1 or 2. I don't think he would have had the offensive brain power working with him in Buffalo that he had in Kansas City. The Chiefs also have had maybe the greatest tight end of all time to work with Mahomes, and pretty electric Tyreek Hill and all that good stuff. And so I think there were more really good pieces there in Kansas City that all came together at the right time, with Mahomes being the most important part of those key pieces. But Andy Reid and Tyreek and Travis Kelce all factor into that too. And, I mean, in recent years, a really good defense.
Sure.
The Chiefs are really, really good defense. When the offense has kind of slipped a little bit, the defense has been really, really good. So I don't know that Buffalo ever had the supporting cast with A, the coaches, B, the players around him that
it's not just one guy.
That Kansas City has provided Mahomes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a compliment to the organization. It's a compliment to Andy Reid. I think he's a big factor in Patrick Mahomes' success too.
This has been the Morning Drive Podcast, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Check out our library of Double T 97.3 podcasts at doublet97.3.com.